Oh, yeah, it's me. Yeah, yeah. So what? It's your boy, Bits and Bobs, and I am the new host of That United Show. Three, two, one, let's go! People, what we saying? Yes, people, this is That United podcast show. What are we saying? Welcome, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Wherever you are, put in the comments wherever you're watching from. Listen, my name is Bits and Bobs, and I am that host. First of all, I gotta introduce you to my panel. Listen, my panel is looking top shelf like Galaxy. You know when you go to the corner shop and you're like, boss man, I need something a little sweet, yeah? My panel is looking like Galaxy top shelf. My first guest, yeah, obviously, everyone knows who this is, yeah. Captain of the Vibes FC, leader of the Resistance. Listen, everyone in the house, yeah, make some noise for man like Captain!
Yo, man.
How you doing, fam? How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's good to be back on the United show. I haven't been on for some time, and it's good to be back, man. New host, new look, and yeah, man. Looking forward to everything that you're gonna be doing, Bob. So yeah, man. Big yourself up. Congratulations on the position, and yeah, man. I know you're gonna smash it. So all right, we're here to have a good time, innit? Everything
Yes,
United.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, listen, KJ, man. It's a pleasure, bro, to not just to be co-host with you, not just to be obviously a family member of the terrace, but also to be your friend, man. So thank you. God bless. Obviously, check this out, yeah. We've got this next guest. He's got the second best jingle on YouTube right now. And trust me, you want to hear this. Yo, he's host of Beats Corner. What are we saying? What are we saying?
It's your boy Biggs, and I'm back in the building. Come on, you know what
Boy,
it is.
listen, that jingle, yeah, I could have it as a ringtone, bro.
Hey, yo, Bob, shout out to you, innit? You know what? Like, new host of That United show, innit? Do you get me? Obviously, man's out here doing his thing, so you keep doing your thing. Big up KJ, Midnight Vibes and that. Do you get me? We're out here. Yo, let's just crack on, man. Come on.
Big up Beaks, man. It's your boy. All right, listen, yeah. Next person we got Mr. Structure. We got Mr. Analysis. You know, another member of the Top Shelf Galaxy squad. We have Danny the Devil. Hey, what are we saying, brother? What are we saying?
You know, I wish I had a jingle that I could just come through.
Trust me.
To be honest with you, that's what I'm saying. I wish I had a jingle. I need to create a jingle. That's on my to-do list now.
Yeah, you know, Danny, it's not fair, bro. You've got so what with Bits and Bobs, and then below me you've got It's Your Boy Beaks. Like, what we got, fam?
I need a slogan. You know what? I watch enough battle rap. I'll come up with a slogan. Next time I'm on the United show, I'll have a slogan.
Hey.
Oh, you hear that? Oh, Man's going to spit at 16, you know. Man's going to spit at 16. All right, man, then. Obviously, you know.
It's
you know when they say
what
that
they call it?
bite of the galaxy is the sweetest bite. Listen, I got one of Gold Digger's finest. Oi, one of the finest. Some may say D, but I ain't looking at anyone here. That's what I'm gonna say. Yo, people, make some noise for Lady B in the building.
Hi, everyone. Well, I don't have any jingle. I don't have any titles. I don't have any slogans. I'm a simple woman. I keep it simple. I'm just B. I'm from the Gold Diggers, and I'm really happy to be here. Congratulations, Bits. I know it's going to be a good show. Let's get into it, man.
Yo, B, where else are you from? You're forgetting one more spot.
And Midnight Vibes, of course.
Oh, come on, remember Vibes FC. Let's go. Can't forget that, bro.
You know what? If B wasn't here, you know what it'd be like? You know when you step into the dance and it's just bare uncles? No gal on the school. Your presence is appreciated.
Just like,
you speak for yourself, fam. I ain't no uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man ain't no uncle around here. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Samuel and everyone's there. Try and grab, man. Come on.
Yo, obviously, you know it's the first show, okay? Obviously, I'm the new host. We thank Terry for that. Big him up, big him up, big him up. Listen, all I'm going to say is this, guys. We'll start this. Is if you could bring any football player back, Man United wise, yeah? KJ, Beckham or Giggs? I just need one word answer. People in the comments, if you could bring Beckham or Giggs right back to our starting lineup, who would you put in? Drop it in the comments. KJ, who would you pick?
Beckham both.
Beaks, who would you pick?
Yeah, I'm taking Beckham all day, you know.
Taking Beckham. Oh, I see you lot. I see you lot. Mr. Details.
Beckham.
Raw. Nearly a full house. Lady B.
David Supermodel Beckham.
Oh, man, see how she said that. See how she said that. Not to say man's first name, you know. Supermodel. But listen. Yes, if you're just joining us, this is that United show. I am the new host, Bits and Bobs, and this is my galaxy-looking panel. Let's get into it, guys. The Arsenal game, listen, it was dead. Let's be honest. We should have beat them, honest to God. KJ, make some sense out of it, man. What are we saying?
Yo, I think everyone saw my my post-match reaction after the game. I was not pleased whatsoever, and I've calmed down now. You know what I'm saying? I've calmed down a lot, and for me, that game just showed me personally where the imbalance is in our squad, where we've got a lot of work to do, and yeah, man, like these pagans, yeah, and what I would have did to get this sorted, because as much as Ollie ain't good enough in some people's opinions, some of the players ain't good enough in some people's opinions. Them man don't hire themselves, innit? They don't demand to come to United and hire themselves. They don't. These pagans at the top are the ones that sorting it out. While Woodward is the one that brings them in. So for me, that game just showed me there's so much work to be done, and these idiots at the top need to get it sorted. Otherwise, we'll just be the same old inconsistent fighting for top four team.
Who do you think, Beaks? Who do you think was to blame for that game? You know, I've seen a split on social media. They're saying Ollie and the tactics, and they're saying of the players. What do you think?
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna blame Ollie. You know me? Like, obviously, I keep it 100, innit? Like, the thing is, like, we can sit here and blame Ollie, innit? Everyone knows my thing. If you know, innit? Like, how I feel about Ollie. But sometimes you just gotta be real. This wasn't Ollie, brother. It was about the man them that was on a pitch. There was chances there that weren't taken, innit? And them man have to blame themselves. People like Cavani.
Can you name some names?
Yeah, Cavani, Rashford. These players should have, bruv. We should have won this game 1-0, 2-0. Easy, bruv. Do you understand? Arsenal, yeah, they did their thing. 20 minutes, 15 minutes each, half and that. But what else did they do? Nothing, bruv. We didn't take our opportunity. This is the problem with us. And this is why we can't win the league, because we're not mentally ready, bruv. That's as real as it's gonna get. This Arsenal game summed it up. We couldn't beat Arsenal. We didn't even beat Liverpool. That, bruv, these are the games that you should be winning in order to stamp your authority and say, look, listen, we're going for it. We're gonna go and try and make sure we mount a challenge. I know we're still in a good position, but them games there, the Arsenal game really annoyed me, bruv. Really, really annoyed me, because I went on Midnight Vibes and I said we're gonna spliff them, and that's what we should have done, bruv. Do you understand? But unfortunately, we're out here now. We're the laughing stock and whatnot. What can we do, bro? Do you get me? So
we're not anymore. Them man called Spurs, yeah. Them man bottle it again, fam. We'd love to see.
Oh, them man lost. Did they
lost
lose
to Brighton, bro? Alright, listen, Jose, I'm here for that.
Yo.
So after here, listen, Jose in there, man. Listen, bottle jobs, bro. Bottle and Hotspur. We know obviously what they do and so on. Mr. Analysis. Arsenal 0-0. Talk to me.
It was a must. I saw it as a must-win game. Bigger picture, we didn't lose. We got a point. We can go again. But what disappointed me was
Danny, do me one thing, Danny. Smile. Let them see the Colgate Whites.
I can't smile when I'm talking about the Arsenal game. You know me, I smile all the time, but not when I'm talking about this game. What bothered me most just the lack of quality in the final third. It was the fact that when we had opportunities to create, we didn't create enough opportunities for me, but the opportunities to create we didn't take. For example, in the first half, there was a 5-minute period where 3 times in a row, we stopped Arsenal from playing out from the back. When you stop a team supplying the ball to their midfielders and you win it back, it's your attackers versus their defense. It's an opportunity to create something significant. all 3 occasions didn't result in a big chance or any chance at all because the quality wasn't there. The final ball, the concentration, the movement, none of it was there in the final third. It just seems like the last few games, you could probably include the Wolves game as well, we've lost that cutting edge, and that's what bothers me the most. Like when you start seeing players, when the ball roll, I'm watching Graham Souness, I can't believe I'm going to quote him, but when players are rolling the ball to each other instead of it zipping across the pitch, guys are having to reach for passes. Marcus Rashford had one of the worst performances I've seen from him as a senior Man United player. Martial, no confidence. And to just, apart from Paul Pogba, we have no quality in central midfield. Let's just keep it real. I've seen some people in the comments saying, why are we picking Beckham? Why are we picking Beckham? For this team, this team needs a Beckham. We need quality on the right-hand side. We need somebody 100%. That can cross. We need somebody that can pass other than Bruno and Pogba. Because I love Martial and Rashford. Their game's predicated on difficult stuff, short pass combinations. Like, they do difficult things. When the difficult things don't work, they don't have those fundamentals. They're not crossers. They're not passers. So for me, it's just that we need to find that quality in the final third again. Otherwise, this poor run, it might continue for us.
Yeah. Bob, can you get that comment just up there again about Ollie and the McTominay and Fred? Is it?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Ollie's starting lineup is always unbalanced. Is that the McFred one?
Yeah, this one. Yeah. I just want to say quickly before we go on to B. Yes, McTominay and Fred aren't the greatest midfielders, and when we play big games, we play them and we see their deficiencies. Yeah, it's cool, and they do supply some defensive structure to our team. That's fine. My gripe is this: the fact that the manager has a choice to play McTominay and Fred, the fact that the manager has a choice to play Matic and McTominay in a game, the choice to play Matic or Fred in a game, the fact that he can even have a choice to do that is criminal. We shouldn't have the option to be playing that midfield. How are we Manchester United and don't have an actual DM who's good enough to play a start week in, week out? Someone answer me that, and then we can start talking about that again.
Can I just add to that? Is that all right, Bobs?
Yeah, go for it, man. Literally, man. Listen, I'm just as angry as all you guys, man. I'm frustrated, man.
For the ones that watched the older Manchester United team, Sir Alex Ferguson, specifically the team he had in the 2000s, right? Can anybody honestly tell me that Fred and McTominay are better than Darren Fletcher? In fact, anyone on this panel, do you think any one of them is better than Darren Fletcher?
Well, do you know what, though? At least Darren Fletcher took up.
No, but this is
Darren Fletcher took up one position, Danny. Do you know what I mean?
I know, he took up that. But my whole thing is this. But that's just one player, and he's a squad player. So we've got 2 players now who start for us because they provide balance. In central midfield, you need balance. It's not 1995 no more. You can't just play a box-to-box midfielder and a creative midfielder like Scholes and get away with it. No. Teams outrun you in midfield. They'll outnumber you, playing triangles around you, playing threes, blah, blah, blah. You need quality. Yeah. You need players that can actually make consistently good decisions on the football, can play it forward with authority. When I see McTominay on the ball, I see him take a touch. I see what he can do, which is not much. And I see the possibilities that he can't explore because he doesn't have the ability. Fred, one moment he shows you, I've got the ability to make a forward pass in between the lines to penetrate a midfield. And one moment, the next moment, he looks like he can't play the pass. I'm like, what is this? And people need to understand, beyond Paul Pogba, or whatever you think about Van der Beek and that signing, Matic, Fred and McTominay are players that Ollie inherited. And moving forward, we have to deal with them for this season. We'll do what we can. And I think, to be fair, Ollie's done well with them. He's got the most he can out of them. But long-term moving forward, 100%. I think most Man United fans must understand these 3 players can't be the ones to provide balance and quality in Man United's midfield for me.
I think it sums up perfectly. B, what's your thoughts? After listening to the guys, okay, we've had a few things from, obviously, Mr. Detail saying Ollie's doing his best with, obviously, McFred. We've had Beak saying this is not why we're going to win the league. We've had KJ say they're a bunch of wallads. What's your thoughts?
I think everyone has spoken really well. I echo everyone's thoughts pretty much. I think that game in particular was more disappointing because we had lost to Sheffield United. I think before that loss, I would have taken a draw easily. I would have thought that was a good result. But because of that loss, it was then important for us to kick on and have a really good game and actually put a good performance forward. But that isn't what happened. our forwards this season have been very, very disappointing. You know, Rashford has moments where his form is really good, and then he dips off and it drops off quite badly, where it's like, oh my God, Rashford, this is unacceptable. And it's just the story for us this season. Week in, week out, we don't know what United team is going to turn up, and we're just inconsistent as a whole. And it's very frustrating because we know that as a team, we've got the quality to do it, but our players somehow I don't know if it's focus, I don't know if it's concentration, I don't know if it's confidence, but there's always something that lets us down. Martial, we've talked about Martial how many times this season. His goal conversion rate for a striker is absolutely diabolical. It's not acceptable. I recalculated it after that match. It's currently less than 6% for a number 9.
Hold on. Wait. Stop the presses. Last time I checked, it was 8%. It's got worse. What?
It's getting worse every week. It is currently 5.9%. It's getting worse every week.
What?
He keeps taking shots, but there is literally no end product. It's horrible. And it's like, I can't defend this guy any longer. We wanted him benched in this match. That happened. It was unfortunate that McTominay had whatever he had and he needed to be subbed off. But bringing Martial on didn't make any difference whatsoever. In fact, I feel like it kind of made us worse. So,
and then you've got
I forgot he was even playing.
Yeah, like literally, man's being a passenger. And what's frustrating as well is the fact that, all right, cool, Rashford has been our most informed attacker. He's been tough in form. Martial this whole season has not hit form. So this is where you're like, all right, man like Cavani, experienced, 33, winner, international. All right, cool, you can go on. I'm pretty sure World Cup quarterfinalist or semi-finalist. I'm pretty sure he would be the guy we can look to be like, all right, cool, don't worry about these guys going through bad form. He's the guy to cover us. And where are the goals? Like, I heard the commentators say, this is how you know the commentator curse is real, yeah? I heard the commentators say on the game, Cavani is that striker, one chance, one goal, he'll pop up. What happened straight after that?
Bro,
a chance came in and he missed. I think it was the last one where he kind of like. I think it's the last one where he kind of like try to like do some next kind of volley to try and get it in. He is not this one shot, one goal man. Can we stop? Can we stop with the lies? Can we stop with the false propaganda?
He wasn't in his prime.
He's what I mean. He was never this. He was never this. I mentioned this before, and people are like, no, like Cavani's this. No, if you watch the games, the biggest one for me that stands out is that PSG loss to Barcelona in Champions League, both legs. Yeah. The reason why the man didn't go through like they should have, look at the chances Cavani missed.
Trust me.
Bob, can you put that?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, man.
And I'm not trying to bag on Cavani. I'm not trying to say he's terrible. I'm just saying we need to accept our players for what they are. And Cavani is a man who needs plenty of chances to score.
Very quickly, boys.
Danny, just before we move on, just conclude this. No. Before we're going to conclude that, I'll allow you to conclude it.
Oh, no, I was going to say there's a great comment from TSA03A. You made a great comment, and I wanted to piggyback off something B said, where she brought up Rashford's form and people stepping up and his form being patchy. When Rashford's form was patchy, Bruno stepped up. And then Pogba had a few games where he stepped up when those two weren't performing. We need someone else to step up. That's the problem. Last season, all we had was Rashford and Martial to rely on because Bruno wasn't signed in the first half of the season and Pogba was injured. When Rashford didn't perform, Martial performed. By this stage last season, he had 12 goals and 3 assists. As far as I know, he's got 2. I don't think he might have 1 assist, but I know he's got 2 goals.
I think he's got like 3. He's got 3 assists. 3 assists.
3 assists. Yeah. Do you know what?
Yeah. But 2 goals, conversion rate less than 8%. Shocking.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I've heard everyone speak here, and for me, I just think that we should be beating Arsenal. I don't care. We should be beating a small team like Arsenal. Simple as that. We had enough quality on the pitch. What we do, and that's not even trolling. We should have beat Arsenal. People were saying they didn't have a boomerang, they didn't have Kit Kat, Kieran Tierney. and so on. They have Sideshow Bob at the back, guy. To be fair, we should be getting change out of that guy. Full stop. But listen, that's enough about them small team anyway. Listen, obviously we just let go J Lings. Jesse Lingard is now on irons. Yeah, West Ham. KJ, favorite J Lings goal. Before you go into it, yeah, can we just put some respect on J Lings just for a little bit? This is a guy that moonwalked. This is a guy that scored cup final goals for us. You know what I mean? This guy, man, done the Millie Rock at the Emirates. You know, if you don't know the Millie Rock, trust me, go on YouTube right now, okay, and get the tutorial up. You understand me? Captain of the vibes, yeah, leader of resistance. Man like Jesse Lingard has left Manchester United on loan. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that is the best for him. I think that is to get his career back on track due to his falling down the pecking order in the squad because we've just got better players, and also due to his home life as well. Let's not discount the effect that his family situation has had on him. So it's been the best thing for him, I believe. I feel like he can go and play for a team where the expectations aren't as high, where they can play to his strengths. And yeah, I can see him do very well at West Ham underneath David Moyes. Danny will probably pick on his point.
Do you think he's going to play? Do you think he's going to play, KJ? Real talk. Do you think he'll play?
I think he will. I think he will. Like he can do. He could potentially do better than Fornals. Fornals is a good player, but like he's not amazing. You know what I mean? Jared Bowen's going to need rest. Ben Rama's going to need rest. There is games for him to play, and if he really, really shows up like we know he can do, he will be a very, very good player for West Ham, and I believe it's the best move for him. In terms of my favorite moment, obviously there's so many. Like I think I'll leave the big ones for the other guys to explain why. But there's one moment that I absolutely loves just for the fact that I was there. I think it's 2017 or 2018 season, away to Middlesbrough. I in Middlesbrough. And you know what? Yeah, I was there at the game. I was watching it live. I was in the Middlesbrough stand as well, so I couldn't get gassed too much. Otherwise, man was getting rushed. I had to be like, you know, that's how it down.
Like a sore thumb as well.
Yeah. So like, man was cheeky. I wore a hoodie, but I had my Man United shirt underneath. But good thing that both kits were red, so no one was suspect. But yeah, like I always said that one of my things I want to see in real life is a screamer in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing a wonder goal in real life would be sick. And then what does Jesse Lingard go do? Edge of the box, running, bang, top bins. And I was there. I actually got out of my seat for that. You know what I'm saying? Man ran out of my seat and then come back. And then the guys next to me like, looking at me, bro. Like, they're like, you're safe with us. We understand. You know what I mean? They were nice to me. And they said, don't worry about it. Like, I understand that goal was 6 and you're allowed to celebrate like that. So, yeah, Jesse Lingard's goal against Middlesbrough is one of my favourite moments that he's ever done at Man United.
Thank you very much. Beaks. It's your boy Beaks. Yo, what was your favourite goal, man? Or memory. Doesn't have to be a goal. It could be the memory.
Do you know what? Big up Lingard. He deserves a bit of playing time. I appreciate what he's done at Man United. Although, even though this is a loan and whatnot, I'm sure he's going to kick on from Man United after this loan. Shout out to him. Obviously, he's been going through his depression, office big thing and that. So, yeah, man, look, listen, at the end of the day, he got his move. He gets to do his thing. I think my favorite goal, you know, we all talk about the cup goal, the cup winning goal and whatnot. I tell you what my favorite cup goal was, yeah? Not even cup goal, goal from Lingard was. It was the one against Watford, you know, and he went on that mad run.
Oh, yeah.
He went on that mad run, and I thought, you know what? That run there, you know, like Lingard just I was like, raw. What's going on with Lingard these days?
Like this Messi, innit? One of them ones.
Yo, that's when that Messi Lingard talk came round. I'm thinking, yo, what? Lingard, Messi in disguise on that? Say less. Nah, but in like that was one of my favorite ones, and yeah, man, I just feel like he deserves to, you know, get his playing time and whatnot. He's been a good servant at United, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've been frustrated with him. You know, them ones there. As a fan, it's just one of them things, isn't it? But yeah, man, let him go shine and do his thing. I think he'll do well at West Ham. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Moyes will implement him into his squad, into the team, very well. And see what Moyes is doing with West Ham. Obviously, they lost today, but Yeah, it's about
It's-
consistency. It's about that playing time. I think he can get that and somehow find his form. I really hope he does well, man. I wish him all the best.
100%, 100%. Danny, man, what do you think? Jesse Lingard's gone. He's obviously scored us a few goals. He's helped us win some trophies, European trophy as well. He's gone off to London. Obviously, with COVID, he ain't going to be going out in the clubs. He ain't going to be doing no dancing. But do you really think he's going to help West Ham go up the table?
Yes, he will. Because if you remember David Moyes' Everton team, very, very functional, very effective at getting out wide, putting balls into the box. But they needed just a bit. They needed a maverick, someone who's a bit unpredictable, somebody who could bring a bit of quality, and they had that in Stephen Pienaar, South African player for the younger players who don't remember, for the younger people watching.
Big up Stephen Pienaar.
Very, very good player. Very, very good player for them, and that's exactly what they need. Listen, his movement off the ball's elite. Even when he's not playing well, he's moving well.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got that. It's just a fundamental part of his game, and I think that will add something really, really. That's what West. I was going to say Everton there. That's what West Ham need. And I think he'll be fine there. Unfortunately for Jesse Lingard, he was put into the position where he could be a main man for Manchester United. When, quite frankly, if the club was run properly, he wouldn't have been in that situation, and he'd probably still be a squad player for us, knowing his role. To quote The Rock, but unfortunately, being put in that situation, not being good enough for it, and then the personal things, all that stuff mixed together, has resulted in the fact he's gone on loan. He's probably going to get a permanent deal, if not to West Ham, to somewhere else, but. KJ, how can you talk about that goal at Middlesbrough and not talk about the Pied Piper dance, my brother?
You know why? I was too worried for my life to be worrying about what Justin Lingard was doing to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Man's out there celebrating in the stands and that, trying to get me killed, bro. You mad?
In terms of moments, that dance. Listen, I know them people out there don't like dancing, but when a man celebrates, he can do whatever the hell he wants, as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, it's our culture. Listen, let's be honest, guys.
Our culture.
Let's be honest, guys. When we wake up, parent or no parent, and we go in the shower, we know there's only 3 tracks you're playing as that water starts trembling from the shower. And you know in the shower, you're either singing the lyrics or you're doing the Millie Rock or you're doing something in the shower. A lie? Come on.
I wouldn't really rock in the shower, Bobs. I wouldn't really rock in the shower. I might not
just slip.
You already know Bob's shower room is a mess. There's water everywhere. Man's just picking the water left, right.
I have a speaker in the shower. You know that? I have a speaker in the shower. Hold tight, hold tight, Mrs. Bits and Things, yeah? She bought me that for Christmas. Seriously.
But that Watford goal.
What do you think?
Sorry.
Jay Lings, what are we saying?
I'm really happy for him, man. I think it's a really, really good move for him. And I mean, knowing Jesse, like, he's always been himself at United. He's just such a character, and he's so lovable. Like, you can't not be happy for him. I think he'll go on and do really good things over there. Yeah, I think it's a good move for him. My favorite moment, however, has to be the Millie Rock. Everyone's talked about it today, but that moment, the whole thing was just iconic. The black kit, Jesse doing the Millie.
Black excellence.
Oh, it was
Black excellence.
and then Pogba doing it with him. The whole moment is just too iconic. Like, every time I think about Jesse Lingard, I think about that moment. It's too sick, and it's just one that we'll use to taunt Arsenal fans for a really long time.
Remember that. Arsenal,
they will never forget it. So it has to be that moment for me.
You know what? Yeah, you know what my proudest moment actually was for Jesse Lingard? It wasn't even for Man United. It was in the World Cup, and he scored for that absolute beauty of a curler.
That FIFA goal, yeah? The FIFA goal.
Yeah. That R1 circle, fam. You know what I'm saying? Right there, finesse, Mr. Whippy, bruv. The reason why that's my proudest moment for Justin Lingard, like, watching him as a player, and the season they had before was good. Seeing him perform for England in the World Cup, for me, seeing that was just like, you know what, yeah, Jesse, I'm so happy for you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so glad that he got, because how many players can say they scored in a World Cup? Not many. Let's be honest now. All the footballers have come and gone. There's a very minute few that can say they've scored in a World Cup. So
true. You're right, bro. The thing about that, it's just that, like, we need to remember Jesse's career at Man United. It's actually not that bad. Man has came through the academy. He's won trophies. He's represented his country at a semi-final of the World Cup. Some of these man can't even get on the bench at some of these clubs. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Scored
You know,
winning goals, winning
obviously,
us trophies.
do you know what I'm saying to you? And the thing about Jesse is that, unfortunately, with football, if there's better players than you, you don't play. Simple as that. And we've seen that this season. We have far better players at the club than him. We have a Dutch Milky Way kid who still can't get a game with us. So, and Jesse's behind that. So we move. But listen, you know what? That United show, we send our love out to Jesse. We hope you do well. If you're watching, bro, come chat to us. You know what I mean? Drop a DM to the people them. You know what I mean? Come chat to us. But yeah, good luck at West Ham. Listen, this is a nice segue on. We're talking about the team, yeah. There's a debate, guys. There's a debate. And I've seen a split anytime the team lineup comes up. Is Eric Bailly or Lindelof going to start? And for me, yeah, I prefer Bailly because I think we don't drop 15, 20 yards when we defend. However, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Victor Lindelof has actually played not bad this season. Some may say he's actually played better than our 85 million cat. You know, in the comments, shout out to me, you know. Are we saying Bailly or Lindelof as a starting centre-back? Mr. Midnight Vibes, what we saying? Bailly, Lindelof, and why?
Yo, listen. Personally, you know, man loves Eric Bailly, innit? So I would personally pick Eric Bailly every day of the week. He's quicker, he's sharper. He wants to defend. Like my gripe with Lindelof.
Yo, KJ, say that last line again. He wants to what?
He wants to defend, bro. He wants to defend. What I'm saying, my biggest gripe with Lindelof, there are things I like about him, but my biggest gripe is my man's just a soft youth, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't like defending. You can see it. Man will get muscles off the ball. Every time someone's running at him, just back up. You know what I mean? Like, who are you backing off to, fam? You know what I'm saying? Why are you backing up for? This is no dance routine, bro. Why are you backing up for? You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the air, don't get me started about Lindelof in the air, fam. You know what I'm saying? So I would always choose Eric Bailly. But the man just can't keep fit. Is he injured again? I swear he's injured again.
Yes,
he's injured again, bro. Chocolate, man. Chocolate breaks so easily.
Injured again. So it's one of those ones where, like, as much as we love him, we just can't build a team with him in the defense because what's the point? Man's gonna be out. And in terms of just a quick one on Lindelof, I don't just want to bag on him and leave it at that. I like him on the ball. I think out of all three of them, he's our best passer. Like Maguire, Lindelof, Bailly. He's our best. I personally believe he's our best passer on the ball. In terms when it comes to fizzing the ball into the midfield, I think he does that well. He can, and again for big games, he has turned up. I remember him pocketing Ronaldo.
Danny shaking his head. I see Danny shaking his head. Danny, what are we shaking your head for, fam? What are we saying?
This is my problem with Victor Lindelof, and KJ's already touched on the fact that he's soft, otherwise I would have brought it up myself and went in on it. What I'd say is this. It's what frustrates me about him. He's a very, very intelligent defender. Victor Lindelof sees everything. Unfortunately, he's aware of his weakness in physical duels, whether on the ground or in the air, and he's not a great tackler. So even though he sees everything, he makes decisions that are best for him unless he has no choice. He's not a proactive defender. He's not a defender that will reverse the odds in his own favor. He's so smart, he can assess the odds. Let me look at this situation here. 50-50, I'm not feeling it. I'll just retreat, recover. Wan-Bissaka will get back and help me out. We'll get bodies around the guy. If he ends up getting a shot, I'll just back off, put my hands behind my back. Ooh, got away with that one. I didn't make a mistake. The Man United fans ain't going to call me Phil Jones or Chris Smalling. Ollie's buying it as well. Great. That's the truth about him. Honestly, I've seen him do it. The best example I can give you is last season for Pepe's goal against Arsenal. He literally anticipates what's going to happen, and he's telling Fred, "Yo, Fred, track the run of Kolasinac because I don't want to go into the channel with him." Right? Fred's like, if I do that, Aubameyang's just going to cut in. He retreats to the near post because he's retreating so quickly. He's in a position to do with the cross, but the ball goes through his legs. Pepe scores. That sums him up. He saw what was going on and did not want to deal with it. Maguire's been better than him this season, and guess what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows Bailly is better because every time Bailly proves his fitness, even when Victor Lindelof is playing well, he drops him and puts Bailly in the team as soon as he possibly can. That's what happens. It's been happening for 2 seasons now. 2 seasons. And to the people in the comments saying like Maguire's crap or Bailly makes Maguire look better. No, it's about partnerships. Where Maguire's weak, Bailly is strong. He can tackle. He can handle one-on-one physical duels on the ground a lot better, and he'll get to the ball before other people do. That's not Maguire's strength. His strengths are very, very clear. He's dominant in the air, and he's an excellent interceptor. Pair him with somebody who's great in the tackle.
I see you. Carry on.
Great
Dan.
partnerships. Centre backs about partnerships. Have my back, please. If I can't win a ball, have you noticed when Maguire doesn't win a ball in the air in the corner? When does Victor Lindelof back him up? When Bailly plays, they carry the same load. Last season, I was looking at these stats. His output, just in terms of contesting duels, was like 40% higher than Lindelof's. He's just more productive. So, listen, Ollie knows what I want. Ollie knows what I want. I'll leave it there. Ollie knows who's better.
Beaks, I see you nodding there. You know, Danny was talking about partnerships. You know, if we go to a club here and we chat to a thing, obviously there's one of them. And there's a nice one and there's an ugly one, but I'm like, yo, I need a partnership right now. You know what everyone's like, come. So, you know, that's what we're needing at the back from Man United. You know what I mean? We need to come chat to, you know what I mean? Smell out the danger, or listen, check out the danger, whichever one you prefer.
Wing it with me.
Bro,
Yeah, look, listen. For me, it's Bailly, innit? And just to touch on what Danny was saying, innit? He made great points. It's about partnership, innit? And it's not about making Maguire look great. It's just that we can see the comfortability between the two. We can see that they're both confident as a partner, as a partnership. So we can see how they defend well together, and that's why Ollie prefers Bailly when he's fit, whenever he is fit, to come into the side and play alongside with Maguire. And it's true, Lindelof is a really clever centre back, very good on the ball, can pass, can do all sorts, but he's in it for himself. That's his problem, and it's true.
Yeah,
he's a person like, yo, man, I gotta do my thing, innit? At the end of the day, so long as I look good, I did my job. Did you see me there? Like, I cleared the ball. Bro, did you see me? You go to Pogba. I did my job, bro. You know what that was there, bro. You say, bro, they go to him, go chat to Maguire, bro. Like, oh, man, did my thing. You get me? Ollie, they put him in the locker room and that. They'll be talking. You're like, boss, look.
That's why Bruno put him in a spliff against Sevilla, because man was like, what are you doing?
Oh, bro.
Do you remember that?
Hey, Bruno said, what's going on, G? Yo, bro, I did my thing. No, you didn't, bro. You didn't do your thing. This is
Yo, Peaks, can I ask you a question?
You get me? So this is the thing, bruv. Like, Bailly is a very, very... We can see what he brings, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we need to look past that. We, as United fans, have to be real and say, look, as much as we love and adore Bailly, we need to look elsewhere and get another centre back. We're being blunt as hell, bruv. Be blunt, be real.
Who do you get? Who do you get?
For me personally, I'll get someone like Pau Torres, bro. If anyone watches La Liga or anything like that, just go watch Pau Torres, bro. And it's not even just about watching him. I tell you how I even came across him. I swear to God, Football Manager, innit? I'm thinking, raw. I said, yo, Football Manager. You know, big man thing. Anyone in the comments, if you ever play Football Manager, you will know, innit? And I'm thinking, raw, like, okay, cool. I snapped him up. I'm thinking, raw, you know what? YouTube. Let me go YouTube. Let me watch this guy. This guy can defend, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And no, I don't even see anyone in for him or, you know, touting him and whatnot. I really hope and pray that United use their head. But then again, I'm gonna leave that with KJ because he already knows how I feel about, you know, Woodward and them, man, innit? Do you get me?
Right,
when it comes to them things there, I don't really want to talk about that. Them man make my blood boil.
Listen, Beats, firm member of the resistance. You love to see it.
Come on, G. And all I'll say is that Bailly is the one, for me personally, I would rather have Bailly over Lindelof. But I'm not going to, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, suppress him and whatnot. I think he's actually had a decent season. You know, them ones there.
That's true.
Credit to him and whatnot. But yeah, for me, it's Bailly, man.
Yo, B. I know you've been sitting patiently. What do you think, really? Because we've had some deep analysis, right? We've heard Mr. Details, you know, we've heard KJ, obviously, Beaks is touting man on Football Manager and that, you know what I mean, doing up FIFA and things. What do you think?
I think for me, Bailly is my preferred any day of the week. I think he is the better centre back, quite evidently. But the thing holding him back is his fitness. I remember under Mourinho when Bailly and Rojo literally
my
held
days.
our defense together. They held it together, and because of that season, like I rate him so highly. Like no one can. He's just too good. He's so good. It's just a shame that his injuries have kind of held him back. But I think he's a very, very talented defender. Like he's incredible. The only thing I would say is he's a bit rash, but I love the guy.
Yeah.
He's too funny, man. I
He-
just watch him play, and he's just funny.
He's hilarious.
Do you think the rashness though? I like that about him because
what?
if you take that out of him, he wouldn't be Eric Bailly.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
It works because that rashness is what makes him put his body on the line. It's
Yeah.
what literally makes him he puts everything down to block a shot. And that is something Lindelof and Maguire to an extent don't really do. Lindelof, I would say he's very composed. He's a very, very smart football player. But he doesn't like to dive into tackles at all. Like he will avoid it if he can, like everyone else has explained. Go on.
To B's point, point about rashness, you know, when I was talking about reversing the odds in our favour, Eric Bailly will look at a situation where if you could get an artificial intelligence to analyse it, it'd be like, Eric Bailly, you have a 25% chance of winning this duel. He'll win it.
He'll take it.
He'll somehow win the bloody duel. You're like, don't do it, Eric. And he does it, and you're like, bad boy. That's why we love him.
And then the way his body moves, like it's unnatural. It's not normal. The way he will be, his body and torso will be here, and then his legs will be that way, and then we get a
put
block.
it in the group chat. Someone put a picture in the group chat.
It's ridiculous.
Of a block that he made. Was it against
Aston Villa? Aston Villa block.
Yeah.
His upper torso was there, his legs was there, and his head was somewhere. It was mad.
He's very athletic.
His
very,
athleticism
very
is
athletic.
ridiculous. You know what?
That's why he gets injured, though. By the way, that's why he gets injured. Like,
I just want to quickly touch on that
Actually, guys, a
partnership.
question. The panel. As B said, we went from Bailly to Rojo. Okay, who held it down? You know what I mean? PIMC. You know what I mean? They held it down, right? Pimp squad. But listen. We now have Lindelof and Maguire that dominate our games, yeah? If we're saying right now, we are the genie in the bottle, yeah? Hold tight, Aladdin. Centre-back-wise, who are you wishing for? B, go first.
It's a hard question.
It's a tough question, right? So this is the reason why I'm doing this, yeah? It's because I see the comments they're saying Koulibaly. I see, I'm sure someone said Diaz. I see someone say Koundé. Realistically, right? Who could you get right now? This is to the panel.
The whole Koulibaly thing.
Comments as well. Realistically,
first, and I'll jump in.
Yeah. Realistically, to the comments, who can Man United realistically get centre back wise? B, you go first.
I don't think Koulibaly is realistic at all. I don't think we're going to get him. And even sometimes I watch him play and I think he's kind of overrated, but that's a story for another day. Who can we get? It's hard.
Man like Lincoln just said Sergio Ramos.
No, that's not realistic.
No.
That's not.
Lincoln.
Okay, knowing that we want like English centre backs.
No, we don't want English centre backs. Look at
we want English players.
Okay. No, we don't. B, let me give you a list. Let me give you a choice.
I don't have a list. Yeah. Okay, give me.
Let me give you a choice, right? And they're all French, right?
Yeah.
Varane, Mbappe, Upamecano, or Konate.
Add Koundé to that as well.
And Koundé, and Koundé. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Upamecano.
See,
why Upamecano though?
I think out of those, everyone you've mentioned.
Why are you smiling like that when you say Upamecano?
What's the problem?
You know what? She's not sure. Say something.
You know what? I'm surprised you didn't say supermodel Upamecano.
Okay, he looks good. Whatever. He looks good, both on the pitch and Yeah.
Good save. Captain of the vibes. What we saying?
Yeah. If you talk about
the French quartet.
Yeah. If you say what's 5 people who are French?
Quatre.
Yeah. I'm saying Koundé. I thought about it a lot. Upamecano. The lease clause is beautiful, but there's going to be a lot of competition, and I think Bayern Munich are just going to snap him up.
You think he's that good though, KJ? Do you think he's that good?
He's a
Konate's
very good
better.
defender. He's a very good defender, but however, he does have those mistakes in him, and obviously we saw what Rashford did to him in the Champions League, and also we've seen him like very adept at playing in a three. Do we play in a three? Not really. So is that the right fit? Personally, I'll go with Kunde. I've been thinking about it, and it's just like, you know what? Yeah, I can see him getting for a reasonable price. Very talented centre half, cool, composed. And yeah, like
KG, did you see him Football Manager, or did you actually watch him? Just because
No.
obviously we got
I,
manager vibes, you know what I'm saying?
I've got the his card on FIFA. That's the main reason, to be honest.
I see you.
I use him all the time. He's in my ultimate team. I've seen him play, especially against United, and then I've watched a few clips here and there of him, and he just looks very good. I've got so many people rave about Kunde as well. So it brought to my attention, so I took a little look into him, and he looks very good. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Kunde or Konate. Konate looks very good as well from Leipzig.
Oh, okay. Danny, the devil, out of the quartet, the Quator Francais.
I have to go with the player I've actually watched significantly, which is Varane. Very quickly, every time I've seen Leipzig, Konate is better than Upamecano in my opinion. He just looks, I don't know if it's because he's more productive, more aggressive, goes to the ground more, makes more last-ditch tackles.
Beats got something to say about that.
But I just think Konate looks better to Upamecano to me. But I'd go Rafael Varane. And the reason why I go Rafael Varane is because it's very, very rare you win a Premier League or a Champions League with a centre-back partnership that's under the age of 26. I'm a big man on football history. History guides me. You need players of a certain age to usually to win a Champions League if you want to sustain it as well. Or at least one player that's that age. Varane, for me, does everything Eric Bailly does, but with more control. He's a World Cup winner, Champions League winner, La Liga winner. When he was coming up at Real Madrid, he had to cover the left side and the right side of centre-back, covering Pepe and Ramos. So even though he predominantly plays on the right, I've seen him play on the left side of a centre-back partnership. So for me, I'm seeing a guy in the comment, Varane is trash without Ramos, please. Was he trash in the World Cup without Ramos? He won a World Cup without Ramos. You know what it is? That reminds me when people say Rio Ferdinand's not like Genteri. He didn't win anything without Vidic. Yeah, Mikel Silvestre. Try winning with him. But yeah, I'll go over Varane. One other thing, KJ. Sorry, my brother.
Yeah.
One other thing as well. I can't do a centre backs that can't win duels in the air. I can't have another Lindelof. I can't. And Varane is dominant in the air as well. So for me, I need somebody that can, like Rio and Vidic, right? The stereotype is like Vidic was better in the air. Like Rio was excellent in the air. Vidic was otherworldly in the air.
Yeah.
There's still very, very high standard. Vidic just went there with it. And if we
100%.
have Maguire's here, Varane's just about there in there, as opposed to Lindelof, who's like there. So, that's the
my question is, Danny, like how easy would it even be to even try and get Varane out of Real Madrid? Like that's the only
thing. And as you look, our name gets used to get players new contracts. I suspect that's what's happening. But if he does want a new challenge, this is what I want to happen. I want it to be true that Varane's like, you know what? I've enjoyed it here at Real Madrid. If Zidane might leave if they don't win the league this year. You know what? United actually wanted me before Real Madrid did, but they came and I went to them. I want a new challenge. I want to play in the Premier League. I wish that would be the case. And I hope so. If Upamecano goes to If Upamecano goes to Bayern, that takes them out of the mix. City have their Diaz. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about Chelsea now that Abramovich wants to start splashing big again. That's an issue. Arsenal are broke as a joke, and they are a joke.
Liverpool probably will end up
Liverpool, we know Liverpool aren't going to. Liverpool.
Listen, Cookie Crumble FC don't get mentioned on this show, man. Forget
they don't have the money that people think they do. I think again, if Varane wants to leave, I think we'll be contenders for it. PSG have Mbappe and Marquinhos.
Yeah,
Juventus invested all their money in De Ligt. Like, if he's available, we could get him. But if not, I'd go for Konate because Konate, he's got a release clause as well. In Germany, that's what they do. They give players release clause. So those are my two options. And it's France's talent pool for centre backs
is disgusting.
Ridiculous.
Varane, Laporte, Upamecano, Kunde, Konate,
Sheila.
all this time, Umtiti's been injured. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Absolutely.
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Yo, Beaks. Let's hear your 2 cents on this, man. What do you think, bro? Who are you picking out of those options, man? Who do you think should we get realistically? Because we got Varane, who's a serial winner. Okay, we've got obviously Dio supermodel Upamecano. Okay, what are you thinking?
No, I'm looking at Upamecano. He's going Bayern, bro. That one. I'm not even gonna bother with that one, man. Because you know what? It's all good to dream in that, and then you wake up.
All right, B, we going Germany, yeah? B, we going Germany.
Yeah, but I'm packing my bags. You know.
Wait. Is Upamecano really the hill you want to die on? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That hill. No, but on a real, no, I actually think that he's going Bayern. Danny mentioned, you know what? Konate is a very, very good player, but his release clause, I'm not too sure what the man them are saying. He's got a £70 million release clause, and like, what, bro? I'm not really trying to spend them coins there like that, bro.
Not again.
I already spent 85. I already spent 85 million on one fridge, bro. Hey, I'm not trying to do that, G. I got to spend money wisely. COVID pandemic and that.
Yeah, we've got the fridge for 85 mil. We don't want a freezer for the same price.
Exactly, man. Don't want a freezer, bro. I've just got a fridge. Now you want to get a freezer for 70 mil and that? Nah, wait, man. But listen, Konate is a very, very good player. Look, shout out to him. I'll take him if it's out of 5. But let me be real. Let me be real with it. Yeah. I done already said that it was Pau Torres, and because I scouted him on Football Manager and I watched him, you man ain't fucking with that.
Yo, Beaks. Just know, if we ever get into an argument, I'm gonna kill you with that Football Manager reference. You've done yourself a little,
bro.
Like
It's mad. It's mad. You know why? Yeah, because I never use it in it. Yeah, but just for him, I'll use it in it. Do you get me? And when I actually went to watch him, I was like, "Right, all right, cool, man. You know, he's doing his thing." I never really, brother. I've grilled man for football. Man. I was like, "Right, do you know what? I'm actually falling into that trap." Nah, but all jokes aside, in it, yeah, Konate is a very, very good centre back. That'll be, brother. That's a dream, man. That is a complete dream. But this is Man United, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts spending 50 or 60 mil on another English centre back, brother. And it's just like, bro, I haven't really got the time for this, man. So when it comes to transfers and all them things, that I just wait, I stand on the sides and I just watch, bruv, and I'll get disappointed again. Look at what they did with us with Sancho and them, man. You get me? So it is what it is.
Wait. Are we talking about the Pagans and what I Woodward? Because I
briefly touched on them, man.
I'm always ready, Beaks. I'm always ready.
I know, bro. I know you're always ready. I know, bro.
KJ said it's on site, you know. KJ said it's on site.
He's the leader.
Ridiculous, fam.
No. Listen, man. I hear everything you're saying. Do you know what I mean about defenders and stuff? Obviously, look, France have got a sick national pool. Some may say a good-looking national pool, but that will never come out of my mouth. For me, they're blessed, and they're you know what I mean. For some reason in France, man, they're good to go for the next at least 15 years easily. I will say, segue on to a Frenchman, because we are talking about some French players. Now, we've dropped a few stats, okay? He had a great season last season, but we didn't win anything. So for me personally, it's just a loser, like Harry Kane. Score all the goals you want, but if your club don't win nothing, you're a loser. Literally. Do you know what I mean? When I retire, I ain't trying to tell you I've got a goal record. I'm trying to tell you the trophies I won, correct? So, Anthony Tony Martial. Okay, comments. I need you to listen clearly. To the panel. Do we sell him? When I say that, as in we get rid, okay? As in P45, as in unpacks his bags, new club. Do we sell him? And why do we sell him? Because for me personally, I never entertained it a few weeks ago, but I'm looking at it now like, raw. What are you actually? I mean, what have you done for me lately? You know, we know the song. I mean, what have you done for me lately? Yeah. Listen, you know the song, yeah. You know, seriously. But listen, real talk though. Anthony Martial, you know, we know his goals, we know his assists. He's not having a great season, right? But he's been at Man United for 5 years now. You know, hold tight, Danny. The devil with the details with analysis. That's where I got it from. But real talk though, KJ, he's been here for 5 years. Okay, he's not won us that many trophies. The goal return's not that good. Okay. Do we sell him? Because I think we need to have the conversation, bro. Talk to me.
Yo, have you got that soundboard where you can play the crying music? Because KJ, this is hard for KJ.
Listen. I would, but my caveat question is: are you talking about this summer, Bobs, or are you talking about next summer?
I'm just. Do you know what? Well, the transfer window closes tonight, right? So, I'm saying in the summer. Should we just cut our losses and just be like, Tony, mate, thanks for coming. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying right now, look at the what is he doing for us? You know, the last few games, they say you're only as good as your last game. Was he even playing?
I'll answer your question. If it's for in the summer, no, I will not sell him due to the fact due to the fact that if we sell him, we then need to go out and buy another backup winger, like facts, because we ain't want to be seeing Dan James be the backup for Rashford. Like no one wants that. So we need to go out to buy a backup right winger or potentially left wing, or potentially a backup striker or a main striker anyway, on top of a right wing, on top of a centre back, on top of a backup right back, on top of a DM. So selling Martial this summer just adds something to the list that we already don't trust this club in fixing anyway. So for me, that's the only reason why. If you're going to form and you can guarantee me that if there's a swap deal, or you can guarantee me if we sell Martial for X, we will get this player for Y, guaranteed, I would do that in the summer. But that's not the scenario we're in, because again, the pains. But yeah, like so.
No, I would not back to the super chat, KJ. KJ, bear with me one moment. We just got a super chat here. Gregory Joff, thank you so much for your super chat. I take the risk on Ramos. The team desperately needs fighters, winners, and leaders. His nastiness and bite could go a long way. KJ, we're just going to keep the screen on you. Okay. Let's address this super chat here. And thank you so much for the contribution. Really appreciate this. He's got a point, right?
Yeah, we do need fighters and winners and leaders. But we also need. You can argue that because of what Thiago Silva's doing at Chelsea, like it could be a good move because he has been their best centre back. I know Chelsea have predicted form, but that's more of a managerial problem than it was Thiago Silva being poor. So it would be a good move, but Man United aren't a club really that rely on short fixes like that. Like we build for the future. You know what I'm saying? And right now,
some may say,
KJ,
come in, argue it.
We've relied on short-term fixes for the last few seasons. If we're being real, that's what we've become.
List me these short-term fixes then.
But can I add context
so Cavani
to that?
Right now, Igalo, those are short-term fixes.
That's two, yes.
But if you look at context to that. So don't forget, we wanted Jadon Sancho the summer before last, right? There was no hope of getting a top like winger. So we did a little passion project called Daniel James at the recommendation of Ryan Giggs. We wanted Haaland, couldn't get him. Quickly said a little something, yo, Bournemouth. What's his name? Josh King. We said £40 million. This isn't Ed Woodward of 2015, people. What's wrong with you? No, we're not doing that. We'll go get this random Nigerian guy from the Chinese league. Yeah, that's what we did. Cavani, it was there to do. We done it. So I'm not opposed to. I think we just have to have context to that. We do short-term fixes because if you spend big money in one position, Ed Woodward will make you die by that decision.
That's true.
Not go again for you in that position. And Ollie's been smart to be like, okay, you gave me Van de Beek, but Van de Beek costs 35 mil. He's not on 250 grand a week. It's cool.
The wages of Ramos, bro. The wages of Ramos coming in.
No, KJ, I'm saying I personally don't think stylistically he'd suit Maguire because Maguire takes more risk than people realize, and Sergio Ramos is a risk taker. This guy's aggressive.
But Ramos is a winner. He's a winner, though.
There's pros and cons. You know what it is? It depends on the rest of the United team. If we had a DM, a top striker, a right winger, blah, 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 etc., etc. Cool.
Beaks, I see you shaking your head.
But nah.
What's your 2 cents on that, Beaks?
Look, I'm trying to win. Yeah. I'm trying to win.
Oh, you're selling me. You're selling me.
Bro, I'm selling Martial today, bro. If you
Okay, on that topic, I thought you talking about
I'm
Ramos.
waiting for Ramos then. I'm waiting for Ramos, bro.
Hey, what I'm saying. Hey, what KJ, bro. I got love for you, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm selling. Bro, I ain't got patience, bro.
Yeah, no, listen, I hear you, bro.
I need trophies, bro. I need the fucking G. Yeah, I'll sell Martial, bro. I'll go to Dortmund. I say, you man, what you man saying, G? Look, pattern this in it, yeah. I'll give you Martial. I'll slap a few bobs on that. Give me Haaland in it, yeah. If they come to an agreement,
let's go further than that. Be like, nah, screw this. Martial, 120 M's, 150 million, both of them, Sancho and Haaland, fam.
Nobody would pay that for Martial.
Bro. Danny, let's dream, bro. Let me
Wait,
dream.
no, Beaks, you said you don't play this game in the transfer market, my bro. What's going
Yo,
on?
Beaks said let's dream, you know.
Let me dream.
You said you don't want to dream.
Bro.
You said you don't want to dream.
No. Let me dream with this one. Yeah.
Wait, has Martial got you to that bad where you're now dreaming?
Bro. Let me tell you. Hey, see that Martial talk? You see this Martial FC and the man. I see them bunning Martial. I see man skinning Martial like, yo, Martial's shit. And I'm thinking, bro, I can't deal with this anymore, man. Nah, bun that, bro. No, G, you gotta go, bro. Man, them are saying that he should be cheating on his wife so he can get more goals than that. I ain't really got that time, bro. I ain't got that time, G. Bro, go do your thing, bro. Thank you for the goals. Thank you for everything you've done. Bro, I appreciate that. But right now, I need more goals. See what Haaland is doing at Dortmund, bro. That could have been us, G. That could have been us. But unfortunately, we don't have that. You understand? I'm tired of these quick fixes. I'm tired. Big up Uncle Igalo. You did your thing. You played for your dream club. Salute. Do you get me? Cavani's doing his thing. We had Ibra doing his thing at that time at one point. Bro, we've still had Martial on the books for 5 years. And man isn't even producing the numbers that we're expecting, G. So what's going on?
Yo, Beaks, you know what's mad, when you think about it? We haven't had a proper quality right winger since Cristiano Ronaldo. You can argue Nani, but that's
no. Valencia was a good. Remember when Valencia could cross?
Yeah.
It was
Valencia
could cross.
Valencia. Yeah, but let's deep it. Ronnie was the guy, fam. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had we haven't had a sick bagsman. You can argue since Ibra, if you want to go further back, since Van Persie. We haven't had a DM since Carrick. Look at how long we've gone without these main roles, fam. It's tragic.
Or Hargreaves. You can add Hargreaves to that.
Well, add Hargreaves as well. Like it's actually tragic. Like we have not big Man United. No DM, no striker, no right winger. What?
Do you know what's mad? To Beaks' point about selling Martial, this is what I'm gonna share this with the audience here. I was telling people this in the group chat. So I was in Nigeria when Andy Cole got sold, and he was my hero. I had no idea. Come back to civilization. Yo, watching him, was Andy Cole?
Man went Africa and came back here to civilization. You know, hey. We came back on plantain chips and everything, bro. You know what I mean?
Heartbroken. And then guess what? We lost Beckham a few years later. Van Nistelrooy sold. We lost Ronaldo. I've seen top players leave Man United my entire life. So for me to be attached emotionally to a player that, quite frankly, hasn't delivered to the standard we want him to, you can make excuses about the team, blah, blah, blah. We see players carry average teams all the time. And he's not that. Sorry. I look at his ceiling. I think we saw it last season. And you know what top football clubs do when they look at somebody's ceiling? They say, you know what? When's your next contract renewal coming up? How much money are you on? Yeah, you're not getting a new deal. We're going to sell you. Do you want to know? You want to know why Dybala keeps getting linked away from Juventus? Don't forget that was supposed to be his team when they were getting to Champions League semi-finals and finals. He was supposed to take him to the promised land, and since then they've tried to sell him twice because that's what top football clubs do. Bayern Munich let Toni Kroos go because they was like, top player and all. How much money do you want? Yeah, no, we don't think for the money. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Real Madrid sold Iron Robin and Wesley Sneijder in the same summer. So these Man United fans that get attached to a player who's not proven to be world class, you're still hoping, praying of this Martial that's going to conquer the world.
Yeah, it's not.
Listen, man,
it's not coming.
What I would say is this. If we signed a top striker and a right winger, I'd have zero reservations about that. Zero reservations about Martial leaving. But those things have to happen first because we sold Lukaku. Did we get a replacement?
No.
We lost his goals as well.
getting-
Man hasn't got. He hasn't got a
Yeah.
first touch. Yeah. Listen, we sold Lukaku. We lost his goals. We thought Martial, Rashford were going to step up. Look, we're still struggling. We've got Cavani, scores 1 goal in every 5 chances. Listen, it's a shame, yeah, but I think it's a serious question. And you know what? Listen, love to the panel. Myself looking like Top Shelf Galaxy. Listen, love to everyone in the comments. Thank you for contributing. Listen, share this with your nan and your gran, your mom, your stepmom, and your stepdad and your dad. Seriously, that was that United show. Love to everyone. Thank you for checking in. Also, make sure if you haven't subscribed, if you're new, you need to be able to subscribe and make sure you smash a like on the video. Peace and love to everyone. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. Glory, glory, Man United.